There are films that are not meant to be merely watched. Films that transform you, that stay with you years later, like an emotional scar you can never truly erase. And The Green Mile, adapted from Stephen King's novel, is one of those films. A story about death, miracles, but above all, about what remains human within us, even in the darkest places. Today, I'm going to tell you its story. A story you never truly walk away from unchanged. We are inside a prison in the 1930s, a place where every step echoes like a sentence, where the guards follow their routine with a single purpose: to escort men to their final breath. Paul Edgecombe, the head guard, has seen it all: violence, regret, the silence before the inevitable. But nothing, absolutely nothing, could have prepared him for the arrival of a new inmate, a gentle giant named John Coffey. John Coffey has the body of a monster, but the eyes of a child. Accused of murdering 2 little girls, he nonetheless seems incapable of harming a fly. Very quickly, Paul realizes that something is wrong, because John has a gift, an impossible, unreal, almost divine gift. He can heal others of their suffering, a light in the heart of death row, a miracle in a place where faith no longer exists. When Paul falls gravely ill, John places his hands on him, and in an instant, everything disappears: the pain, the sickness, the fear. At that exact moment, Paul understands: an innocent man is going to die. A man who should have been a symbol of hope will be sacrificed by a system incapable of recognizing true goodness. And that's when The Green Mile becomes more than a film. It becomes a mirror reflecting our injustices, our cruelty, but also our capacity to love, even when all seems lost. The truth comes out. John Coffey never killed anyone. On the contrary, he absorbed the pain of the world, as if he carried human misery on his shoulders. And despite that, he asks to die, because he is tired of people being ugly to each other, tired of feeling all the ugliness of the world. This scene, this confession, is one of the most heartbreaking moments in cinema history. And in that moment, Paul understands he is no longer just a guard. He becomes the witness to the last true miracle of his life. When John Coffey is strapped into the chair, the audience already knows that something precious is about to disappear. An icy silence fills the room. Paul's gaze trembles. Humanity collapses. Never has an execution felt so unjust, so cruel. Never has the death of a character carried so much meaning. And this is precisely the moment that marked millions of viewers. This scene is proof that cinema can touch the soul. Truly. The Green Mile is not just a film about death. It is a film about humanity, about kindness, about the miracles we refuse to see, and about the devastating power of injustice. It reminds us that appearances can be deceiving, that monsters are not always who we think they are, and that sometimes the most extraordinary beings are found in the darkest places. That's why we still talk about it today. That's why it became a classic. Because once you've walked the Green Mile, you never forget it.